and are one step closer of being at least in the top 3. So where you have basically 3 attempts. Well, you could say 2 attempts because 2 losses are going to lead you out of the qualifier, but you could still climb yourself way back into the grand finals, even if you lose the winner's bracket finals, because you are so close and you know and you trust your capabilities. So let's see if Bright is really riding that hype train to the finish line. You only need one more win to do so, Lizard.
Yeah, just one more win, and you have a CK carry. This is probably, like you said, the best opportunity they're gonna get. At least I like their chances. I still feel Aster, they have a really strong team fight. Like, you have this egg covered by Terrorize, covered by Primal Beast, Onslaught, and Pulverize. It can do a lot. At the same time, on the other side, there's a lot of good little combos that you can play around with. Like CK plus any of these heroes. Squap as well with AA. Like, you have so many good 2-3 hero combinations to get pickoffs in the mid game. The game is a bit different though. I don't think you can just wait for that super late game where CK is invincible like Morphling was. I think you need to play the tempo and win the game with that tempo. If you are Bright, that is.
One small detail that really struck my eye was Shang-Chi with his... I think that's one of the coolest cosmetics in this game, the Wraith King sword that he has right now. It's kind of like a lightsaber, but not quite. But that is a damn fine sword he's wielding. That is
I'm really admiring his swords right now.
Like,
it's really nice.
I'm an aficionado when it comes to like art, especially music-wise, being a musician myself as well. When I see something that metal, that really makes me want to just slay demons with a sword like that.
I can imagine you headbanging right now with that sword, you know.
I mean, I have the metal music pack as well in Dota, and sometimes I put it on just to get a good feel, you know?
What's your favorite metal band?
What's my favorite metal band? I'd have to say throughout the times it has to be Cradle of Filth. You know, the British extreme metal band with the singer doing super high vocals from time to time. Have you ever heard of them?
Of course I have, yeah.
Cradle of Filth was a big influencer when it came to my music craft or music theory, I'm putting it that way. Not the vocals mainly, but their melodies and the stuff. I think I've learned like 20 or 25 of their songs on the guitar. Great band. So I guess Wraith King is the closest you get to metal in this game. Maybe Doom is another, because you know he has.
Come on, Doom is way more metal. Exactly. Bottom lane though, they might be able to take down Undying. Let's see, one more hit. Yep, got him.
There we go.
It's a really good strong lane on both sides. On one side you have CKA, on the other you have Dark Willow and Wraith King. So gotta be careful.
But this lane, based on what you were saying on the side of Bright, it felt like this is an unlosable lane duo with CK and AA/Grimstroke. Of course, you can get singular pickoffs.
I won't say it's unlosable. I just say that it's a lane that has a combo. It has like a combo that works well, which you can win with. But
I was convinced by your magic.
No, it's far from unlosable.
Meanwhile, Echo is diving pretty deep in mid. He's got the wave all the way behind the Tier 1 tower. Tried to poke Phoenix a bit there, but was unable to do significant amounts of damage onto this Queen of Pain. So he's taking the long route with this entire creep wave just following him about. Phoenix farming under the tower. Frisk and Undyne battling for the Bounty Rune. Undyne's going to win that one. And top, they're also fighting for the Lotus. Imitator. He should be okay. Okay, so they're just training abilities here and there. They do throw the blood grenade, and that always looks like a sign of a commitment. But Irving, he's also slowed by a blood grenade, so he's not going to get there in time.
Yeah, can't really get a
lot of sequences.
He does have a Ring of Health already, so should be fine with the Doom farming up. chilling in this lane. Until level 3, you don't really have any kill potential on Aster's side. But even with level 3, this top lane, I feel like you shouldn't be... Again, though, I said the same thing last game for Irving, but I really don't think you should be dying here. Unless there's a rotation happening.
Well, we might have to wait a bit longer for those rotations to kick in. Echoes wants to farm the mid lane with the trample, but good usage of the glyph there by Phoenix. Throws in free right clicks on the Primal Beast while he's hoping the creep wave would die, but, you know, invulnerability. Echoes is very low too, so Imitator, he just snatches away a water rune, and he has a completely dried out bottle. So maybe one of the supports has to rotate in, but CK's in trouble in the bottom lane. He's not feeling it in the same way we probably are with our pronunciation, as Frisk takes down the CK. 2 deaths now for the Bright safe lane.
Yeah, the game started off a little bit differently this time around. The carry on Radiant side, the carry of Bright, that is dying. Morphling died once last game, but Ty died too many times, right? I'm looking at Team Bright, and I'm expecting perhaps some pressure on top, but they still don't have a creep.
They're pressuring bottom right now. Wraith King does have frozen feet right now, so Undyne, with the help of him, do get themselves a response kill off of Shang-Chi and the Wraith King dropping for the first time. So good, you know, respawn, teleport, go straight for it, get a kill.
Yeah, straight for the kill. This CK sometimes feel unzonable from the lane. He just heals way too much with Chaos Strike constantly. But okay, they managed to kill him twice, even though he killed Wraith King. This is still pretty solid for Aster.
Yep. CS is tied as well between the two, but yeah, in the top lane, going for an attempt onto the TA. They will get the Inkswell stun, but that is Phoenix that is causing a lot of issues for them. Constant Fire Spirit spam. Doom barely has any attack speed to fight with, while the Skeletons are causing a bit of a headache for this CK.
Bottom?
Constantly poking. A nice Shadow Realm poke thrown into the mix, and a creep wave. This CK is not having a great time, but he will live.
Yeah, Irving is really sad. Like, he still does not have a creep on Doom. Like, I really felt that he should be able to maybe zone the TA a bit better with Inkswell on him, but they just don't have that extra oomph that the creep gives you.
Yeah, that is true. Phoenix also made a rotation with the Quap. So this is the Phoenix Quap. Rotated to bottom to help out the CK, but there was no kill to be scored. So the Queen of Pain also losing some time. Precious time. Irving is low on HP, but the turnaround for the TA has to run away from the Sunray, though. TA does get a bit of extra healing there from the Phoenix.
He's got his Vanguard now, though. So, yeah. Time to stop looking top, I guess. But look at this rotation. CK and Ancient Apparition both went in. Well, sir, someone needs to show bottom, I guess. Never mind. Erica. Let's see.
Let's see if anybody goes anywhere right now. A bit of a battle for the Twin Gate, I guess. AA wants to go bottom. CK is also going straight back, so Erica will be able to dodge the movements here. But that T1 tower's already fallen.
It's such a weird move. Like, if you're going through the Twin Gate, isn't it natural for you to go to the right side on top and then dive the tier 1, or go for the medium camp? Like, that's what you usually do. Why'd they go left towards Roshan? It's just, it's so weird. Like, it's really, to me at least, it felt like, wait,
a 200 IQ play looking like 10 IQ.
Yeah, pretty much. Primal is moving top.
Well, yeah, he's gonna get a kill.
Break it.
This Grimstroke is history. That's a free one for Echoes. Doom is also getting closer to level 6, but Erica unfazed with this Templar Assassin and the safe lane. Not leaving this lane at all. No need to do so. But a lot of movement here. Undyne, the next support found from Team Bright. As Echoes charges in, Undyne surviving, Phoenix rotating as well, and now Imitator teleporting in for the rescue, and Frisk is going to be the target they're going to go for. Phoenix wanting to get the stun to connect, and he will get the Willow stuck on the spot, drops the Sonic Wave, secures a kill for Phoenix. So a bit of a failed gank from Aster. I like the idea of just being able to kill the Grimstroke, but it took a while until they got to the other side of that mid lane area. He's already respawned, so you know he's going to come to the rescue if Primal Beast is making an aggressive play. So suddenly it's a 3v2. At least you got a technical or tactical bottle refill from Frisk and Phoenix. Rooted up, Echoes moving in with the Pulverize. You're going to have limited damage here, but you just need to force out his blink. He's not blinking out, though. Echoes has to run away. Blood Grenade misses as that Onslaught goes out faster, just as the Shadow Strike. So he's got less HP than he had by the time Frisk TP'd in to fill his bottle.
And less HP than the Quap they tried to go on. I'm not sure how that is a play in that situation. Like, the two of them going on the Queen of Pain without level 6 on Dark Willow is just not gonna work. They need Bedlam. But at the same time, maybe it's some 200 IQ force of rotation. You know, you see your Quap being gone on. As a support, you start TPing in, you start moving in, which is, frankly, what AA did. He did go to help.
Nothing big happening on the map right now for, well, I mean, maybe I spoke too soon. A bit of movements towards mid for the 10-minute rune, but Quap, he has the regen secured with Imitator. They were attempting to fight the bottom half of the river, but since there was no rune, there was no decision to battle. Phoenix, however, is stealing some stacks here inside the right jungle, so that's always a bit annoying when you have a quad stack and a random support Phoenix comes around with Fire Spirits and starts burning them up.
I mean, who's gonna farm those stacks?
Quap.
If you look at Team Bright, I mean, okay, the hard camp, yeah, the medium one, maybe she could have, yeah.
But Aster's contesting this. They have multiple heroes in the area. You know, somebody's coming for it, and Undyne's also pinging. Oh, wait, sorry, actually, Echoes is the one pinging there with the quick X. Forcing him out, forcing Imitator into the trees. They're just trying to de-push this bottom wave, but we're not getting much done with the CK yet. When do you want the CK to activate? With the Echo Saber, or do you still have to wait?
I feel like he could have activated himself long time ago by moving top, forcing a fight on the tier 1. But you can wait the Echo. You can, if there's a brawl happening, you can even join it with the armlet.
Well,
like
maybe here's an
right
opening
now,
here.
I thought
on the Dark Willow they go with the Inkswell. Even if he has Shadow Realm on, he's still going to get caught by it. Phantasm dropped as well. Nice nukes falling in there. Quickly deleting the Willow out of the way. But I totally agree with you. I feel like the CK, when you pick this hero, you need to be much more active. But I feel like they just haven't been able to achieve that kind of threat level.
Irving.
Yeah, he was the target of hate last game.
Look, even if they caught him, I don't think he dies. He had Vanguard and Ice Armor on him, so...
And a Lotus, yeah.
Good luck.
Pretty tanky boy. Meanwhile, Haichu denies the shield rune. That's a big rune to deny from the Quap. With 1200 HP, that's a 600 armor, or a 600 shield removed. Also has the Kaya now. They're farming some stacks here. Imitator decides to smoke up the team. Unfortunately, the smoke has been spotted as there's a ward on the cliff here. And we'll see this move happen.
Yeah, you can still smoke up, go somewhere, you know, with it. Maybe, like, if you knew that there's a ward, you could mix things up, go in the opposite direction somewhere they don't expect you.
Well, they're close to the Phoenix. Irving. He's spotted out. He's got the Icarus dive and a head start. Imitator won't be able to get the Soulbind off, so he's out. There goes the smoke.
Yeah, some Phantom's Embrace. Like, the Embrace on bottom lane on Dark Willow was a bit slow, and now on Phoenix as well. Although Phoenix probably dives out anyway. I'm surprised they aren't able to just take down this tier 1. Don't you just park your Doom with ice armor and you hit the tower, don't you just do that at this point? Like,
Yes.
you're basically, if you're Team Bright, basically what you're doing right now is waiting for Radiance on Wraith King. Because if you're Aster, you don't really need to fight. You're waiting for that as well. And he's got Secret Relic. He's completely uncontested. I feel like Team Bright is way too happy with the state of the game. Like, they're taking it super
no
chill.
pressure whatsoever, and they're going for the CK. This is a perfect kill for Aster. And there we go. With the help of the Bedlam, the Pulverize, the root on the spot, this CK doesn't get the armlet toggle. He tried, but Frisk got the right click squeezed in between an attempt. If he did get it off, maybe that could have been pretty awkward for Aster. They do get the IA Blast, and Echoes will melt down to it as Phoenix helps him with a bit of a push from the Sonic Wave. Has the Haste Rune, goes for another one. It's the Wraith King that's being targeted this time, but they won't go for it. They see the Phoenix as well, and they're just getting, they're just getting toyed at here. Running in circles, Imitator dropping low. And Phoenix will not find a second kill. They almost lose the Grimstroke in the process. And now the top lane, Irving, barely teleports away from Erica with the TA, almost getting a solo kill.
He didn't have armor on him for some reason. Didn't use it. He's going to be stacking up some more Ancients here. Like, one thing that they are really lacking is a hero that takes Ancients and stacks easily. Yeah, Co-op can do it, but I don't know. You don't have some carry that enjoys doing that. The CK, definitely not a hero.
7 teams that played in the Open Qualifier, Team Bright was top 3 in the amount of stacks they did in their games for Open Qualifiers. They did an average of 11 stacks. So they've definitely been living off of that. Right now, Undyne will have to forfeit his life in the arms of Aster, but they are looking to retaliate. Egg forced out. That egg is history. Unless the fear. They need one more hit. They got it. Just what they needed. That one extra right click. The Doom connecting as well. And TA in trouble. Aster in trouble. Getting a pick off of an AA. But now losing 3 heroes for it. And that's your carry dead.
Yeah, the egg with Terrorize, it looked kind of decent, but it's level 1 egg, and all it took was Imitator to stroll in with the Grimstroke, and he was like, eh. One hit, the egg is dead.
Value right click though.
Yeah, you can see these kind of plays that Aster, I don't think Aster from the last season would be making. Like, getting so severely punished, trying to deward.
Oh, Irving has Pipe. He's going to survive a bit longer here, but he's got a lot of damage coming in from multiple sources and finally taken out of play. It's going to be Echoes getting this one. And 4 heroes from Aster and top. They look towards pushing... Actually, not pushing. I was thinking about Roshan as well, because they have the Desolator.
Yeah. They have Deso. They also have Radiance on Wraith King. He can join them through the portal. Yep.
Phoenix just scouting out with Icarus Dive, dropping the sentries down, checking if there's a cliff ward. There's no ward there. And they will see any move from Bright towards the Roche Pit, but they're smoking up. And did that ward scout them out? Maybe one of the heroes got caught in the field of vision, or the view. AA Blast inside the pit. They've got Erica inside, but it will not connect. It's going to be a miss. Grimstroke. There goes the charge from Echoes. He cancels it. Doesn't want to go in. AA Blast is back up in 50 seconds. Probably just the time that they need, but the TA is already inside the pit once again. Erica, he's close to getting it. Shang-Chi with the Wraith King holding the other front. Echoes does find the sideline. It's the CK getting caught. Gonna get hit by the Terrorize. Egg placed down again. And nice, this one's a much harder egg to destroy this time. Phantasm coming through. And that egg does get destroyed. No stun. Sonic Wave connecting, going to the back line onto 3. AS gonna be dropping a low in HP. Imitator trying to get away as well, but they've already lost 2. And they might be losing even more as Irving is on the runaway now. And there goes Imitator, sniped by Frisk. Phoenix doesn't get any connections, and that is a bright loss. A heavy loss indeed. That's 4 heroes dead. And Phoenix teleports out. So that's 4 heroes gone, a Roshan given away, and most likely a T1 tower to follow suit.
Yeah, they waited a little bit too long, and the egg came off cooldown, so they were able to just jump in with the egg. It was really nice positioning. Unfortunately for him, Instant Apparition managed to kill him off. Another thing that they perhaps didn't expect is The Primal Beast
Who wins
jumping
who?
in.
A Blast is coming in. There's no Sonic Wave. He just blinks out. Okay. They won't get this kill. Yeah, back to you.
Now, if there was a Sonic Wave, they probably could have done something there. Maybe co-op turns on them.
But that is a Roshan secured for Erica with the TA. And only 400 gold short from picking up that Blink Dagger. So Blink Deso, that farm is going to increase. His kill potential is going to increase. And it gets a lot easier for Aster to maneuver around these fights. Because also Wraith King has the Blink Dagger money in his pocket right now. Primal Beast is close to BKB. You got a lot of items coming on Aster. So Bright, they're in a very weak spot right now.
Yeah, I just felt that they could have done more earlier in the game. They're a bit too passive, always waiting for something extra. Don't get me wrong, late game they're also pretty solid. You have Doom, he's gonna eliminate 1 or 2 targets with Soulbind. Inch the Persian and co-op, it's a ton of damage no matter how farmed you are. And CK, even though he shines earlier, like he's not weak later on. Especially if he goes and gets some, like, he's going for heart now, but if he gets something like a Shadow Blade or some item that can allow him to hunt heroes down, he becomes really scary too. I'd really like him to be the same way Morphling was in the last game. And that's like playing this game in which you jump a support, you just eliminate him instantly from the fight, and then you go on from that.
Well, now that we're at 20 minutes, Tormentor's spawning. And Bright gonna have to play from behind a little bit here. They do have the Heart coming up, and also the Crimson Guard soon ready for the Doom. Couple other extra items. The Lincoln soon up as well for the Queen of Pain. So they have some extra tankiness going their way, which could also help them in these fights, especially for Quap having that Lincolns, preventing the Primal Beast from just blink initiating with Pulverize and getting follow-up stuns. Gives him a second more to react. Or maybe a half a second. Maybe he doesn't. Who knows? Can't Shadow Realm right-click pop Lincolns? No, that's not how it works, right?
Nope. Yeah, it's just a right click. It's just gonna hit you for damage.
Yeah. I was thinking if there's some hidden interaction there, because Dota has some of those very interesting ones. Like the Earth Spirit Centaur in TI. Getting stuck in boulder form.
Yeah. There's the Dota is such a game that there's always something. There's always that one interaction, especially because they're patching and changing things all the time.
Yep.
Even if they weren't changing things, I'm still sure we'd be finding new interactions all the time.
The good old spaghetti code, like you called it. Frisk, terrorize onto the Grimstroke, helps out Shang-Chi to jump in. And that's an easy pick off of a support. It does open up Aster to put some pressure down the mid lane. And they could also just take over this triangle, potentially even start contending the Tormentor if they get lucky with it. Irving loses his courier to Echoes, just blinking in, sniping that out of the way. Did he lose an item with that? No, he's already finished the Crimson Guard. All right, he didn't really lose anything on the courier there. Nothing of significance.
Yeah, Hinge the Persian gets the shard. It's pretty good, by the way. It's like one of those shards that made this hero viable again.
Yeah.
Like
Big upgrade.
Like you could even go for something. He's getting a 4-staff. Like I've even seen Blink.
Getting surrounded here by Irving. And Phoenix also coming in for the rescue. That's one death. Oh, Undyne dies somewhere else. They struck the back line. But they're still going to lose this Wraith King by the looks of it. That Radiance is now out of the way, but TA dishing big hits onto Irvine. It does... Irving. He does drop the Soulbind, but there's an egg on the back line. An Echo going straight on top of the CK, but CK has 4,000 HP. Pops the Phantasm, just needs to find a target. He's so close to the Primal Beast, but no cancel. No, sir. He goes out.
Why Reality Drift over Chaos Bolt?
And they can't even catch the teleporting hero out of the way. Ah, that's a bit awkward. I was wondering the same thing too. Like Chaos Bolt should be your bread and butter, right? But Nobody stunned him.
He wasn't. He wasn't BKB, right? Like, he wasn't. Like, so yeah, interesting.
It's like I think it's between two things. Inkswell me for the quick stun cancel, and he didn't use Chaos Bolt because he thought he's about to finish it. So it could have been like a a moment in the moment thing.
Yeah. In any case, all things said, you did force your Doom to buyback, so that's not great. But at the same time, if there's one hero that's gonna recover economically from buying back, that's Doom, right?
Yeah.
He's got his Midas. He's going for his Blink next. He will farm it up.
Also a pretty big passive for the Primal Beast, the Uproar Dispel. So there's a lot of slows on the side of Bright, and he can get rid of all of them with just one press of a button.
Well, you can't get rid of Phantom's Embrace as well, right? Like that's and Doom. Those things matter as well. But overall, you're completely right. A lot of little things that annoy you. A lot of these little things that don't allow you to trample around.
All about the mobility on this hero, so getting rid of any slow, always handy. Especially if you get hit by cold feet, you can't really pulverize, because you're going to get stunned after, and then you might be the one dying. A lot of small interactions coming into play with that. But Aster still commandeering this game, as we expected Aster to fight back. They're definitely showing it now, but Bright, I'm not going to say that they're not so bright now compared to game number 1, because they still could be able to do it with this particular smoke. 5-man smoke towards Aster's side of the map, and Shang-Chi, the Wraith King, just gonna walk away. Oh, that is so close. CK was going the right direction for a second, but nobody to be found here. Waves are slowly pushing in, so Aster knows something's up.
I honestly think Team Bright is not in the worst position ever.
They're TPing, and the whole team's coming in. Let's see how they retaliate. That's the first kill off of the Wraith King. Terrorize only pushes the Doom away a little bit. CK looking for a secondary target to hit. The tower's falling. It's finally out of the way. Phoenix slowing up for Frisk. Does have a Yule to buy some time, but Aster's not retaliating yet. No egg, no nothing, and they're pretty spread out. So I guess they're just going to sack Frisk and Shang-Chi.
Yeah, like I just wanted to say, I don't think that they're out. Like, this is still Chaos Knight with the heart. Your damage is lacking at the moment on Aster. Like, you do have level 4 Sunray, but you need to control him somehow, and if your Wraith King is dying first, you're not gonna get that control. Primal Beast, perhaps, but that was all without the Doom, by the way. Doom wasn't even used.
Yeah, pretty low commitment there from Bright. They got the ward placed down near the tier 1 tower, and Wraith King, who already dodged the initial smoke, still walks back into lane and dies, so that's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah. I love this, by the way. I don't know how much I love it over Silver Edge, but I think it's still pretty damn good. Like, he got a Blink Dagger on CK.
Oh, CK.
Yeah, on C. Yeah. So he's... Like, there are some games in which you look at CK and he's just way too passive. Like, he has all the farm of his world. He feels like he is a beast, but he doesn't put any pressure on the map. You know, it's like some carry that's like a Luna. Okay, I see a Luna, I run away from Luna. Who cares, right? Like, unless they're playing as a team, it doesn't matter. Like, CK, once he gets a mobility item, like a Blink or a Shadow Blade, suddenly becomes... He gets another, I don't know, another approach to playing the game. Like, suddenly he can make plays alone on the map. Like, supports are super scared.
This could be pretty big. CK just charging forward here. Gonna find himself a catch on top of Erica. The TA focused first, and Irving coming in with the Doom. He does get the BKB and walks away for the time being. Echo's going for the Pulverize as well. And Phoenix, the egg, is finally placed down. Irving low on HP too. They're trying to get away with that egg, but that egg is gonna get destroyed. And Phoenix in the backline as well. Echoes is down. They've lost Erica. They've lost 4 on the side of Aster. And Shang-Chi, the lone survivor, walking away. And you know what, Blizzard? Roche is up in 20 seconds, so Bright could look from one objective to another with that big team fight win.
Yep, really nice initiation from the CK jumping in. The Terrorize was a bit scary. Like, Dark Willow did manage to get CK away from the TA, like Templar Assassin. Erica, he moved away, being doomed. The egg looked like it was like nicely placed, but it doesn't matter. Like they just don't have they don't have what it takes to take down this CK at the moment.
That's a huge win for Bright because it does increase their momentum again. They are very high level with their cores. Quap's almost level 20. The CK, as you've been talking about, he's a beast. But the way the fight starts, you get TA first. That it couldn't be better. The big damage battery doesn't get to do anything in the fight. Aster's already in panic mode. Like, guys, what's happening? But they're going to try to reinitiate here onto Bright, coming in from the back. They have the high ground advantage as they're all inside the pit. Xiangxi has found them all. The Wraith King will drop for the first time in just a few seconds, and they're already maneuvering around Bright. They've got the AA blast again. He blinks out, dodges the Ice Blast. Echo charging into the backline, onto the supports. Undyne's going to be focused here. And look, can they get him out of the way? Yes, they can. They trample him down. That same time, they lose Imitator. And now Erica gets to fight back. Irving pushed away. Phoenix thrown into the air with the Yules. And this Grimstroke, he's also in trouble as he drops. And they're losing another member. Bright is already down by 3, but it's the 2 remaining survivors trying to fight back. CK battling it out. Phoenix has to buy back to join in. And another Phoenix in the fight trying to help out this CK. CK is armlet toggling and doesn't get another one squeezed in. Does buy some time for Phoenix to deal a bit of extra damage, but that Primal Beast lives. Erica lives. Roche is up and low on HP.
Woo! He almost died there.
Yeah, he almost did. The Aghanims. The power of the Aghanims there. And Roche goes down.
He knows. Phoenix knows. He's hunting him.
He is, but Roshan has also been taken at the same time by the TA. Can he get this kill? He just needs one good blink. One good blink is all he needs. He scouts the courier on the move.
Maybe another
Echoes looks like he's going to be able to move out. Long charge still. Phoenix has a long blink. He's close. He's got the Shadow Strike popped, but it doesn't catch the Primal Beast because it is an AoE ability. They're TPing into bottom, though. Roche is down to 4,000 HP. The fight's still not over. They are regrouping on the side of Bright. It's 3 versus 4 right now, and Primal Beast is super far away, so it's even a 3v3. They get the wards out of the way. They're going to back out on the side of Aster and open up that Roche pit for the time being, but CK is up in 10 seconds. Aster smoking up with 4. Primal is almost here, and they need to get here super fast. Bright. This is super important for them to get some kind of response for this, but CK has only just respawned. Irving's already TPing in. Wraith King is being focused here by Phoenix. Egg is also available, and they got the jump onto the Wraith King. Supernova plays down. Doom gonna get controlled. AA Blast is looking like a really good one. It does hit Eric on the way as well, but they will lose Irving. Egg will explode. Phoenix still on the side, and CK, very, very long jump with the Reality Rift and trying to find somebody to focus on. Can they get Erica? Yes, they can. They've taken down the TA. TA bind back in as well. Aster, they're now on the run. It's back and forth and back and forth this last 2 minutes. And Roche is still being contested. Aster with 5 heroes. Grimstroke's going to be up in 10 seconds. And he does have a teleport available for the outpost, Lizard. This is probably still not over. We're going to see another brawl in just a few seconds.
Yeah, there's no ult on CK, though. It's kind of an issue. Ice Blast up in 10. I love that Aster tried to just jump in and fight.
He's looking for it again.
You need to go on support.
Oh, they got the catch first. They go to Wraith King. Wraith King still has that second life. Terrorize onto 3 though. Phoenix battling at the back line, trying to kill Phoenix. Trying to kill himself by the sound of it. At the same time, Primal Beast going to get focused on the Doom. Does get dropped as well. Irving is down, and that Doom is not coming back. CK, and of course, trying to focus the big target. Erica surrounded. Gets one out of the way. If Erica falls, they will have to give away this Roshan. Aster losing the TA and the Primal Beast. Even though it is the Grimstroke and the Doom out of the way, they have the big tanky cores of and Phoenix still up.
Yeah, the only way Aster wins these fights is if they go on supports first. Like, you cannot go on Doom or CK. By the time you kill them, the supports are gonna do way too damn much. And Primal Beast read that very well. Like, he went on the backlines in the last fight around pit, in this one as well. But this time around, they just didn't have what it takes. It was Bright that initiated. And it always looks scary when they initiate, because they get terrorized, like all of them. And even when terrorized, there's just no damage to take down the CK. Like, Templar Assassin, she's dying left, right, and center. Whatever clips her, she feels dead. Chaos Knight, I don't think I've seen this guy under 50% HP in this whole duration of a fight down bottom.
And also one huge detail is the fact that it turned from night to daytime. Aster lost the Roshan advantage, and Bright was able to send in reinforcements much faster than Aster were. So they're buying back, and their closest objective that they can teleport to was, of course, the T1 tower. But Bright could instantly bring another hero into the fight and continue going on from there. So that Roshan shift, that night-daytime cycle, actually played into Bright's playbook.
Yeah. Even though the one hero that they bought back, like the Doom, he didn't have TP, so he had to run. I mean, sometimes you get God gives you all the opportunities, but I already TP'd. What can you do? I'll just run, guys. Wait for me.
And so they got the Aegis and the cheese going their way. Oh,
dude, he can't. Oh, whoa. That was really close.
Yeah, too close to comfort.
I have to just say one thing as well. This Wraith King on the offlane didn't feel like a hero the whole game. Like, he has all the farm, he gets his Radiance, he gets his AC, but it's not even about the Wraith King. I feel like if you have to play around him. Like, if they go on him and they kill him once, you need to be there to fight afterwards, right? Like, you need to be there to set up the egg on his grave and fight around it.
Yeah,
but
and faster.
You saw how this... And faster, right? Like, this game so far, every time they go on Wraith King, they kill him twice by the time his teammates are even around.
Yeah. Like, we've seen...
Undyne?
Yeah, Undyne. Oh, actually, maybe Echo's the one in a bit of trouble here. Frisk does show up for the rescue here. They drop the Doom down, too. But that Primal Beast, he's fine. He's fine. Frisk probably not as much, so a support trade-off. He's fine. But yeah, like the thing is, they have been using Terrorize, they have been using Supernova, but they're like 2 seconds too late in using those abilities. So if Aster, they can get that gap closer to 0 seconds of the Wraith King getting fully initiated on by Bright, it suddenly looks a lot better of a fight for Aster.
Yeah. And it's
I totally agree with
difficult. You. Yeah, and it's difficult for Bright to push high ground, right? So maybe they will get these seconds just from that, because those seconds are usually information, right? Like, if you have information, if you know where the fight is gonna start, you preemptively prepare. Meanwhile, if some Wraith King is caught,
he's going in.
Oh, CK.
And he's got Erica as well, out of all things. That's already TA losing a big portion of his HP. 3 traps, though. CK silencing up Phoenix now in the front line. Yules goes out. Supernova might have to be used here. It's a big egg, but that is so many targets focusing it down. And oh my goodness, Shang-Chi goes down too for the first time, and maybe even a second life lost. They already pushed the Sonic Wave, preventing this Wraith King from retaliating at all. He pops his BKB, runs away. They force out a Glyph now to try and keep their buildings up and running for a little bit longer.
Yeah, Primal wasn't there.
Yeah,
like,
not at all.
He was in the jungle farming. I'm not sure if the TP was on CD. I think it was on cooldown still.
And now Bright...
He wasn't joining, yeah.
Really... if game 1 was an upset, winning the series against Aster would be a humongous victory, because Aster, by all signs, should be the much stronger team. We've been believing on this team. I think everyone knows Aster. They're like, who are Team Bright? But they're doing it right now. One lane of Rax already cleared out. The second one in the works. Aster, they gotta find an avenue. They gotta find an avenue to play around with that Wraith King. Wait for the Phoenix to come back up alive in 25 seconds. He will not have Supernova by the time he's respawned. CK already looking for the Blink Stun. Nobody to connect to. Irving Phoenix. Can work. It's just this wall of Ice Vortex. It's like so much vision and information for Bright to just continue sieging. Also knowing they're on the power play. They're untouchable with this siege.
Yeah, like all the vision, then 4000 HP on CK. You also have to be careful about the Ice Blast. If it hits you, it's basically an initiating tool, right? It's not only damage. With the shard, it's a stun, and a pretty big one, so
Yeah.
like a
Oh,
2-second
Aster.
stun.
Hail Mary smoke by the looks of it. They might surprise Bright here with this move, but here we go. CK gets the stun, but it doesn't actually connect onto Echoes. Looks like he might have been cancelled out by the Pulverize. Perfect
Nice
egg placement, Aster. This might just be their fight. They're forcing away Bright. Nobody gets caught by the stun. Frisk is low on HP. Phoenix is hitting with a DD rune on the back line. Imitator will go down for the first hero, but it's going to be buying back. They still have the cheese as well. CK fighting in the front. They've got Shang-Chi. The Wraith King about to drop for the first time. Echoes charging in. A lot of damage. Queen of Pain pops the cheese. Gets a big heal. Frisk is already down. CK going to get stunned up. And they're trying to get this down. Erica throwing
Nice
in big hits, but they can't clean him out. And Aster, they're in huge trouble now with their 2 cores in the front line lost. And Erica is on full retreat. Team Bright are doing it right now. This is their win condition to take this series.
Yeah, and they have that heart on CK. He's gonna heal up. You do have buybacks. You have to use them. Let's see. With the buybacks, perhaps.
Bit of
Let's
time
see if they go
bought.
back. By the way, that last fight, Phoenix is a god, like literally. He uses E-Blade on the CK, saves the fight that way. He realizes the only damage that they've got dishing out is right click. At that point, at least.
Yeah, Phoenix was hitting the backline, focusing on Frisk, while everyone else was focused on the CK. But 15 seconds for the Willow. He's not buying back yet, but it's going to be mega creeps in just a matter of a few seconds. They need to find a way to initiate Echoes. He's ready to go in. He's got his blink available. There we go. The Sunray, the pop in. They go straight in, and this is their final hurrah. They've got the Ice Blast. It doesn't connect onto the Primal Beast, so they're fine with the debuff ticks here. But the Range Rax is falling,
Double
and the
doom.
Range Rax is gone, and they've got the Primal Beast, and he might just fall. He's down. Echoes is gone. And the CK still somehow staying alive. He's getting so many buffs. He's got double Glimmer Cape buffs on himself, so he doesn't die. And there's the GG Aster to the lower bracket. Team Bright with the upset again, 2 times in a row, Lizard. This is crazy.
Yep. I mean, at this point, like we talked about during the draft stage, I don't think the